plug your phone in or something. Hey guys, my name's Doug with Infotainment.com. Thanks for tuning in to our 2021 Holiday Showcase. So today we're going to tell you guys a lot about our company, a lot about what we do here at Infotainment.com. So thanks again for joining us. We're going to go ahead and just get started, tell you a little bit about us. So you're wondering, who is Infotainment.com? Those of you who don't know who we are, we specialize in offering factory upgrades for automobiles. So there's a lot of other companies that do aftermarket upgrades. We do factory upgrades. So you're thinking, well, what kind of stuff? Well, a lot of the things behind me are the things that we do. A lot of electronics, a lot of really cool up-and-coming tech features that people are really seeking in their new vehicle purchases. We do basically everything with a DIY mentality, which means you don't have to be an advanced installer to install our stuff. We do all plug-and-play upgrades. So if you're taking two wires and you're attaching it to two other wires, we'll make a full pass-through harness, so you just connect both sides. Makes it really easy. Again, everything is built with a do-it-yourself mentality. We're going to go ahead and do something a little bit different this year. So our past years, our showcase, we kind of just tell you a lot about what we do. We do have a new install center coming up here in just a few weeks at the beginning of 2022, and it's being spearheaded by Chris. So he's actually in a 2019 new body Ram heavy duty. He's going to go ahead and get started on an upgrade, and we're going to cut to him a few times throughout the little showcase and look at his progress. So what he's going to start with right now is he's going to go from just a plain Jane kind of just base model radio in the Ram truck, and he's going to go to an 8.4-inch touchscreen infotainment system that has built-in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability. So let's cut over to him and check out what he's doing. So as you can see, he's just removing the dash. You notice he just took out two screws. Really easy to do, especially with this new Ram. You know, a lot of the upgrades that we do, it's just a few screws, believe it or not, and then you just remove it. Again, he just took off that dash there, just disconnecting a few connectors on the back side, and then he's going to swap out that interior bezel. Believe it or not, we custom developed a factory bezel, so it's just really, really easy to do the install. So he's doing that at this moment. All right, so while he's doing that, we're gonna check in with him in just a few to see his progress. I did want to bring up that we don't do all the stuff that we offer to our customer. It doesn't require wire cutting. So a lot of times when you're dealing with a factory electronics or electronics in general, you have to cut and splice wires. I don't like to do it. I'm sure you guys don't like to do that. It's very uncomfortable. You go out and you spend $50,000 on a vehicle, and the installation instructions tell you to cut wires. That's the last thing that we want to do. So again, we will build pass-through harnesses for all of our kits. So no wire cutting. I mentioned it previously. Everything is pre-programmed. So when you buy products from us, a lot of times, especially when you do factory type stuff, you have to go to the dealer to have that stuff programmed. Well, right here at Infotainment, we do all the programming in-house. If we have to have you guys do the programming, we actually partnered with obdgenie.com. This is a fascinating company. It allows you to program your vehicle from the comfort of your own garage by using just a little programmer that goes into your OBD2 port up under your steering column. So great way to program the vehicle yourself when we don't have the capability to do that. All of our products come with a full warranty. So we do carry a 30-day warranty, money-back warranty on our products, a 90-day technical support. So if you need any help at all, we got your back. Those of you who are a dealer or a wholesaler watching right now, and you're interested in carrying some of our stuff, we have a great wholesale team up in Jacksonville, sales office up there, and they'll be able to help take care of you guys. But you guys will get an extended warranty, a 1 year right off the bat, and in some cases even a 3-year warranty on our factory products. We are a U.S.-based small business. We are located, our headquarters in Central Florida. We do have a few other little warehouses in Central Florida for distribution and for research and development. As I mentioned, brand new installation center, which is where we're coming live right now out of in Oviedo, Florida. So you're going to want to check that out if you're in the area. I did mention our wholesale sales office up in Jacksonville. We have a location up in Tennessee, and then we also have a location in Texas. So we're here to help you from all those different locations. Our customer support department is standing by. So those of you who are doing the install yourself, please reach out to us. Utilize us and all the knowledge that our team has to be able to help you do these upgrades. If you have questions before you buy something, we have another team, our sales team, standing by that can walk you through making this informed decision. But I did want to make the emphasis of our tech support department. We have a full knowledge base which tells you about all of our products, the ins and outs, little guides and videos. So be sure to check that out. Lastly, we do offer a compatibility guarantee. So we want you guys to be upfront with us. Tell us your 17-digit VIN number when you're going to order from us. That allows us not only to pre-program the products, but we're going to make sure that those products are going to fit in your vehicle. There's no sense in us just sending stuff to you and hoping that it works. Get us your VIN number and we'll guarantee they will work before we ship them out. So that's just a little bit about our company. I do want to cut back over to Chris and just kind of see the progress he's made and take a quick look at them. All right, so what we can see here is he's working on it at this moment. Still, you know, just replacing that little bezel in the middle, that custom bezel that we had to design. And here in just no time, we've been on the air for about 8 minutes now. So looks like he's making great progress. So we're gonna check back in with him here in just a little bit, and then we'll have him powered up to give you guys a quick little look at, you know, what the transformation looks like in this specific vehicle. Again, this truck that he's working in right now, you know, we're talking about a $50,000 truck, and it's got just that plain Jane radio. And there's a lot of people out there that would love to have a little bit better tech. You know, everyone has to have the latest smartphone. You know, why not have the latest tech in your truck? And not just truck. I mean, we carry this stuff for all sorts of vehicles, which we're going to get into at this particular point now. All right, so basically, again, the products listed behind me are specifically for the Ram and Jeep trim line. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Ram. So I have the Ram stuff set up over here on the side. This one here, so those of you who have the 2019 and up Ram truck, this includes the 1500 and the heavy duty trucks. If you had a radio kind of like the one in our install bay that's being recorded right now, and you want to go all the way up to that award-winning 12-inch system, we carry that. We've been carrying this for about 2 years now. We've sold hundreds and hundreds of these with great results. Maybe you don't want the big 12-inch and you want to dial it back a little bit. There's 4 different factory radio options that we offer for the new body Ram truck. Other options we offer for the new body. Now, when I say new body, I mean the 2019 and up Ram truck. Another thing that we offer is power folding mirrors. So those of you who tow a lot love the fact that you have those tow mirrors, but they don't fold in and out. You actually have to reach out, grab it, and bring it in. There's nothing more annoying than doing that at all the drive-thrus, the ATMs, pulling into your garage. We have power folding tow mirrors. So all you have to do is press a button on your door panel and they come in automatically. So another awesome feature for the new body Ram truck. Another thing that I wanted to point out and showcase is LED lighting. So a lot of times you think, okay, if I want to do anything LED to my truck, specifically the Ram in this case, you have to go aftermarket. Well, that's not true anymore because Ram took it amongst themselves to offer factory LED lighting. So we piggybacked off of them and we figured out how to bring that into your truck. So I have here a 2019 and up Ram 1500 headlight. This has the awesome signature lighting strip, the LED strip on it. Great upgrade, guys. Easy plug and play install, not only for the 1500, but also the heavy duty. What about those of you who have a tradesman or a bighorn and you want to add LED fog lights, factory LED fog lights? We have those kits available and they will be advertised here soon on our website. Other LED lights you get, if you do the power folding mirrors, they do come with little LED puddle lights on the bottom, so that's kind of a convenient thing. If you move your way to the back side of the truck, the third brake light, we do offer third brake lights that are full LED, so not only the cargo lamp, which shines down into the bed, is LED, but also the brake lamp, the red brake lamp, third brake lamp is LED. Take it a step further, we offer the ones that have built-in cameras. So you'll be able to toggle on your infotainment screen a camera which can be visible so you can see what's going on in the bed of your truck with our cargo camera. We also have bed lights, bed LED lights. A lot of you have trucks, have tonneau covers, toppers, caps, and you need to have that visibility. We have factory LED bed lights. Now, let's take it to the absolute back portion of the truck, the LED tail lamp. Now, we do carry LED tail lamps with and without blind spot monitoring. So, if you want to add LED tail lamps and blind spot monitoring, we have kits for that. So, a fascinating, awesome upgrade, full LED lighting throughout the whole truck. So now that's just a few little things with the new body truck. We have so much more coming out with the new body Rams. Front and rear parking sensors, 360 camera kits, working around to the inside of the truck. Full leather seating kits. We offer leather kits for all the vehicles on our website. Partnered with Catskin, very great quality leather kits you'll want to check out, in different styles as well, pre-designs. Other little convenient features that you would expect to have in an expensive truck, like a garage door opener through the HomeLink system on your visor. What about a CD player? We get requests all the time for a CD player, a factory CD player, and we went ahead and installed one in a truck and showed you guys how to do it. Now, when I'm talking about all these different upgrades that we do offer full installation videos which will show you how to do these. So you're going to want to check out our YouTube channel. We have over 250 videos that shows you all different types of vehicles and how these things are installed. So that was a quick little tutorial on the new body Ram truck. Another thing that I wanted to mention just real quick is the electronic trailer brake controller. That's a very popular item on our website. Those of you who have electronic trailer brakes and you want to be able to control that from your cab, plug and play at Infotainment.com. Going back to some of the older model trucks, the Ram trucks, 13 to 18 specifically, we do carry a lot of really cool upgrades for those trucks as well. So before we get into Jeep, I want to cut back over to Chris, who's installing that UAM radio, just to kind of see how that's coming along. All right, as you can see, he's kind of going through some of the features. Look at the difference in that screen, guys. You went from that base model, what we call and what Ram calls the UAA option code. This is the UAM option code. When you go to any of our radio upgrades, you will not lose any features. You will only gain features. So your steering wheel controls, your backup camera, Bluetooth Uconnect, you retain all of those things. When you go aftermarket, you actually lose a lot of things, or you'll need to install a bunch of different modules and tuners and stuff like that. This is all integrated into those factory radios. So as you can see, he's fooling around with that now. Something that's really, really cool about that radio specifically is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability, which is the next big thing right now in infotainment. those of you who have vehicles that do not feature Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you're definitely going to want to check out Infotainment. All right, so now we're back over here. We're going to speak about some Jeep stuff. So we're going to talk about some Wrangler JL stuff. So 2018 and up Wrangler JL. The first thing I wanted to show you guys is the Uconnect system. So a lot of you go off and buy the Jeep Wrangler Sport. That comes with just a base model radio. Again, that's the UAA option code. If you want to gain a nice digital touchscreen, also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, check out our two systems for the Jeep Wrangler and also for the Jeep Gladiator. Really, really easy to install upgrades through the UAG option code and the UAQ option code through Infotainment.com. You can also add a couple other things, those of you who don't have satellite radio. Satellite radio we carry for all of the vehicle manufacturers on our website, so if you just want to add just satellite radio, we can help you out with that too, especially since you're already going to have your dash torn apart to go ahead and install our product. Go ahead and add satellite radio as well. It's just really easy to do it at that specific time. Some other really cool things we have coming up for the Jeep Wrangler and the Gladiator is rear parking sensors. We're not talking about the ones that have 3M tape and you mount it on the bumper and just hope it doesn't fall off. We're talking about factory rear parking sensors. That's coming really soon. Behind me I have some tail lights. We also are going to carry we do carry the blind spot monitoring for the Jeep Wrangler. So similar to the Ram, we are going to carry that for the Wrangler and the Gladiator. They do include LED taillights. Now, the blind spot monitoring module is actually located on the side of that taillight. You'll replace your side mirrors, which gives you the little indicator lights when someone is in your blind spot. So an amazing safety feature. We offer a lot of really cool tech stuff, but a lot of it is really enhancing the safety of your vehicle. So be sure to check that out as well. Similar to the Ram, we do offer the digital cluster. So those of you who have the Sport and you have that real small 3.5-inch display, EVIC display in your Jeep, we do carry pre-programmed plug-and-play digital speedometer clusters. So let us know. We have a cluster form on our website. So let us know your mileage. We will pre-program that mileage into that cluster before we ship it to you. So you just plug it in and you're ready to go. Going back to the LED taillights, I wanted to just take a quick second to talk about the headlights. So a lot of you who have buddies or friends that have the Rubicons, they have those LED headlights, not the aftermarket ones, but the factory Rubicon LED headlights with the signature lighting on it. We do offer plug-and-play kits for all of you who do not have that. So if you have a Sport, a Sahara, whatever the case may be, we offer that for you guys as well. Going back to the JK, the Wrangler JK, we've been carrying Wrangler stuff for years at Infotainment. So if you happen to have a JK and you want to enhance some of the cool features and some of the tech, such as else, you want to add something simple like that, we've been selling those for years. So be sure to check out our website if you're a Jeep avid fan. We do carry a lot of cool stuff. We're also working on building a Wrangler JL, a 2020 JL. We're going to show you guys 20 different factory options for that build. So you're going to want to stay tuned to our YouTube channel. We're going to basically we just bought a stripped down Sport model, and we're going to transform it into a Rubicon. So we're going to do Rubicon suspension, we're going to do Rubicon wheels and tires and a winch and you name it. We're going to just completely transform that vehicle. So follow us along for that ride. Last thing I want to say about Jeep is the Jeep Grand Cherokee has been such a great customer of ours, the WK Grand Cherokee. Those of you who want to add some cool tech features to your Grand Cherokee, we do offer a lot of really cool stuff. So I didn't want to leave you guys out. Just a quick shout out to you guys. So at this particular point, we're going to take a break and roll some commercials, and then we'll come back, get an update from Chris on the next upgrade he's doing, and then we'll get into some General Motors products.
I'm Tyler. I'm the wholesale manager for Infotainment.com. So the sales team makes sure the customer gets the upgrades that they want. A lot of the time, customers go about themselves on purchasing an item without speaking to our sales staff, and sometimes they realize the product's not compatible, it's the wrong product, they didn't verify their VIN to ensure compatibility. So the sales team is a great force here that makes sure that the customer is actually getting what they want. Customers can contact us via phone, via our live chat, or through our email.
Will, these lights are now.
Wait. Don't pay all at once, Jessica. Use Klarna Buy Now and pay later. The Klarna app.
We're going to talk about some other really cool products that we have at Infotainment.com. Thanks again for joining us. I do want to, in just a minute, I want to cut over to Chris. Earlier in the show, we talked about him installing what we call the UAM radio option code. That's the 8.4-inch touchscreen. So we also had him disassemble that dash, and he's working on going ahead and installing the 12-inch upgrade. So we're going to cut over to him in just a minute. I do want to talk, before we do that, I do want to talk about a few General Motors things. So we covered a lot of things about Ram trucks and Jeeps. I didn't want to leave out Dodge too, so be sure to check out our Dodge stuff if you're a Challenger or Charger fan. I do want to get into GM though, specifically the Silverado and Sierra, which have been excellent customers of ours for over a decade. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the cargo camera. So basically, those of you who have the new body Chevy truck 2019 and up, or the GMC, you'll notice a lot of the upper trim level trucks have that digital mirror display. Instead of your traditional rear view mirror, it has that digital mirror. And that's basically a plug and play upgrade that we offer here at Infotainment. So you replace your third brake light, it will have a built-in camera into it, and replace your mirror. It is all plug and play. You'll just run a wire from that third brake light to that rear view mirror, and you will have a digital display. Really, really cool. Those of you who haven't seen it, check out our website. We do have a full install video on that. Another thing that I wanted to mention is the backup camera capability. So a lot of you who do not have backup camera in any of your vehicles, we carry a wide array of different factory backup cameras for all of our vehicles. So one thing I wanted to just throw out real quick is the older model Silverado and Sierras, 14 to 18, we do offer factory plug and play backup camera. So traditionally, you got to run some wiring into the cab of the truck. Well, the General Motors line, we do offer plug and play at the rear of the truck. So that's pretty exciting. We've had a lot of great success with that. So now before I kind of get into some more GM stuff, let's cut over to Chris and kind of see the progress he's made on the 12-inch UAX system in that Ram truck. All right, looks like he's snapping it in now. Look at that screen, guys. I mean, that is just a massive screen. It looks aftermarket, doesn't it? It looks like that shouldn't belong there. That is a 100% factory 12-inch Uconnect system using all factory parts, all pre-programmed by Infotainment.com. You can fully transform the inside of your truck by getting this upgrade. So we'll cut back to him in just a few. I think looks like he's almost done. He's going to go ahead and program it now using that OBD Genie tool, and then we'll come back and we'll check him out. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is some infotainment upgrades for the GM truck. So the Silverado and Sierra, there's a bunch of different option codes. If you have a base model, lower trim level truck, you will have the IOR option code, which comes in a 7 and an 8-inch display. If you want to get kind of like the high country or the Denali style infotainment system, we now carry that. As of just a few weeks ago, we finally got all the parts in. So you can go from that base model system to the premium system. It's called the IOR to the IOU option code infotainment system. Now, what do you gain by doing that? You'll gain a digital backup camera. You'll get a high resolution display. If you don't have Sirius XM satellite radio, you could add it at that time. HD radio, built-in GPS navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So that is just such an awesome thing. Those of you who have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, once you go wireless, it's an awesome feature. So you're going to want to check out that upgrade on our website. Another thing I wanted to mention, maybe you already have the premium, what we call the iOS 8-inch touchscreen in your Silverado Sierra, and you just want to add GPS navigation. We partnered with obdgenie.com with another really, really cool programmer. Now, if you want to add GPS navigation and or HD radio to your late model 2019 and up Silverado Sierra, it also pertains to the Colorado Canyon, a lot of other vehicles, all you need is this programmer. You just simply plug it into your OBD2 port, and it will enable GPS navigation, guys. It doesn't get any easier than that. So I wanted to throw that out real quick as far as that upgrade is concerned. Other things that we carry for General Motors, just, you know, there's hundreds of different things we carry. I'm just trying to touch up on some of them. The speedometer cluster. So 19 and up Silverado and Sierra, if you have a lower trim level truck and you want to get the high country or the Denali speedometer cluster, we do offer that. Again, pre-programmed, guys, to plug and play. So you will get that large display in the center of your speedometer cluster, and it just really, really enhances the look and feel as you're driving. You know, one of my personal favorite things to do is you upgrade the infotainment system and the cluster, and when you're driving at night, it just really, really enhances the overall driving experience of the truck. Gives it a lot of tech feel as well. So I wanted to throw that out. I do have a few other things kind of sprinkled behind me, and I just wanted to bring some of this stuff up. Those of you who have a display, a touchscreen display in your truck or your vehicle, and you need it repaired, we do have a full service department in our Orlando office. So if you need it repaired, maybe the touchscreen is cracked, that is all stuff that we do. Not just with GM, but all of these vehicles, we offer touchscreen display replacement and repair services. So I have a Yukon Tahoe here. Over in the corners, the brand new 2022 Yukon display. These are all things that we carry at Infotainment.com. So now we're going to take another quick little break. That was just a quick little run through on our General Motors products. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to get into some Ford upgrades.
Hi, my name's David. I'm with the repair department here at Infotainment.com. I help customers, realize that the radios that are in their vehicles, once they do start having a problem, that they can be repaired. They don't necessarily have to be replaced with a new or used radio. Yes, a lot of these radios are repairable. A lot of the times these radios usually have like something wrong with the screen. It's either damaged or it doesn't react well, or something else on the radio isn't working. And so we do have a lot of parts available to repair some of these new radios going back to about 2010. And we do have some ones earlier in that, but usually 2010 and up. And then also we do have repair procedures for some of the electrical issues that can happen on these circuit boards. You can always find more information about repairs for your radio at Infotainment.com.
Hi, my name is David. I'm the Technical Support Manager here at Infotainment.com. We help customers with installation help if they have questions about a product they've recently received or they recently purchased. Any question you have to ask, we're available 9 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, Eastern. A lot of companies source overseas. We're right here in Florida, in the United States of America. If you wanted to visit our website, Infotainment.com, and you go to the Helpful Links tab, there's a link there for knowledge base. Once you're in there, you can look at all.
Go ahead and get started with the 2021 F-150. So now the F-150 2021, that's a brand new body style. So we are already immersed in all of the really, really cool factory upgrades you can do to that specific truck. Jesse in our Arlington location, we got him a brand new 2021 in XL, and he really transformed it into a Lariat already. He did so many really cool upgrades. He's documenting everything, and that will be available soon on our website. So one thing in particular that we're very excited about is the new 12-inch touchscreen. That is the new Sync 4 system. That is through Infotainment.com. So again, 100% plug and play. Those brand new F-150s, if you have that 8-inch display, which now comes standard, and you want to go to the 12-inch, look on our website. We have it available right now. Again, plug and play, and it gives you the new Sync 4 display and technology, which is really, really exciting. Sync 4 itself is just very exciting. It, you know, the technology behind it, the clarity of the screen, the resolution, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is another really, really cool thing. The technology is just amazing. So those of you who maybe have a Bronco and you don't have navigation, we can offer Sync 4 GPS navigation to you guys. The F-150, some Lincoln vehicles. Now, that's a little bit about Sync 4. Again, we have a lot of really cool Sync 4 stuff coming out, which I think you guys will really, really like, so stay tuned for that. I do want to talk about briefly the Mustang. So the Mustang, one of our most popular upgrades is the full digital speedometer cluster. Now this is completely digital, 12-inch screen in the center of your Mustang. It gives you all sorts of really different gauges and different modes. Been selling those for a couple years now. I wanted to throw that out because I think you guys would really enjoy it, so be sure to take a look at that. Really, really, really enhances the interior of the vehicle for you avid Mustang fans. Now, not only that, but for Mustangs as well. Maybe you have that small little 4-inch display in your Mustang. You didn't get the premium package. So we can go from that small little 4-inch display up to the 8-inch display, whether you have the, you know, if you want to go to Sync 2 or Sync 3. Now, speaking of Sync 2 and Sync 3, those of you who have an existing Ford vehicle with My Ford Touch Sync 2, you can go to Sync 3. A lot of people said it couldn't be done. We offer that at Infotainment.com. So you're thinking, what's special about Sync 3? It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I can't stress enough, guys, if you haven't checked it out, check that out. It really, really enhances the driving experience, having that feature or those features in your car. So not just the Mustang, guys. We're talking about all the Ford and Lincoln vehicles. We offer Sync 2 to Sync 3 upgrades. And the majority of them, if you have the 4-inch display, the My Ford 4-inch display in your Ford, and you want to go to the 8-inch, please come check us out. They're really, really cool upgrades at Infotainment.com. Few other things just to brush on with Ford. I did mention Sync 2 to Sync 3. Those are the systems there. Plug and play backup camera kits. So the F-150, the Super Duty, maybe the older F-150, and you want to add a backup camera to an older F-150 or Super Duty. We carry products, guys, all the way back to 2007. So if you have an older truck and you don't know about a lot of the newer stuff, check us out. We carry stuff, again, all the way back to the 2007 model year. So that's a little bit about Ford. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take another break. And then whenever we come back, we're going to check in with Chris because I think he's done installing that 12-inch UAX system. And I want to show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so as I mentioned earlier, before we get into a few other upgrades that we carry, we're going to get into some import stuff. We're going to sprinkle in a couple of upgrades that we carry for the Toyota, Nissan, and Mazda lines. But before we do that, we want to check in with Chris one last time to take a look at that 12-inch UAX infotainment system in that new body Ram truck. So let's cut over there. All right, so as you guys can see, he's got that 12-inch screen powered on. He's cycling through some of those upgrades there. Man, what a difference that looks. You know, you could see the climate settings, everything you retain. So again, it's so imperative to tell you guys, when you upgrade to a factory infotainment system, you will retain the factory features. You know, what happens whenever you do a remote start in your vehicle? Do you want the horn to beep? Do you want the lights on? That's all stuff, believe it or not, that is controlled through the settings of the factory system. If you go aftermarket, you will lose a lot of times different settings. So I want to make it clear that when you upgrade to these systems here, you will not lose those factory features. Again, steering wheel controls, Bluetooth, backup camera, you know, things like that. So again, you know, check out our website if you're interested in this specific system here. We just wanted to show you guys how quick and how easy. This is all live. This isn't pre-recorded. So I wanted to show you guys that this is all being done while we're shooting this. All right, so now we're going to kind of wrap up the show a little bit. I'm going to talk about some of our import stuff. It's very important. We've had a lot of demand on Toyota Tacoma products. So those of you who are a Tacoma fan, Taco, as Chris likes to call it, we have some really cool stuff. As I mentioned earlier in this video series here, we do a lot of builds here at Infotainment. We just finished up the Ram Heavy Duty. We did a Ram 1500, a Mustang, a Jeep Wrangler. We have a Tacoma slated up that we've already begun filming. Over 20 factory upgrades in the Toyota Tacoma. Now, what's great about the Tacoma specifically, they're very easy to work on. Most of the vehicles we work on are very easy to take apart. So that is really attractive to a lot of you for the Tacoma. You like to put different accessories on it. Now, a lot of you like to put aftermarket stuff. Come to us for the factory stuff because that is our specialty. We don't want to get into aftermarket. We like to stay factory. So one thing in particular I wanted to point out is the Entune 3.0 system. So those of you who have just a basic small base model radio in your Tacoma, or maybe you already have the larger 8-inch screen, but you want to add Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability, we have those kits available. We've been selling them for a little bit now. Great success. Plug and play harnessing, guys, pre-programmed. Pop your dash off, 4 screws that hold the radio, plug and play your wiring, and screw it back in. It's so easy. You'll think you're doing something wrong. It's so easy. You'll start up the car and it's like, oh my gosh, it's working. So take a look. We have install videos on that specific thing. We're branching out from the infotainment system in the Tacoma, which we've offered now for a little bit. We're starting to do other things like LED lighting. We're going to transform. We bought an SR5 Tacoma 2017. We're going to transform it into a TRD Pro. So again, just for fun, we're going to go in there and we're going to remove all the suspension. We're going to add the Pro suspension, Pro wheels and tires. Go around the entire vehicle. We're going to add the Pro LED headlights with that great LED signature lighting strip. That's something we're going to add. The LED tail lamps, bed lighting. In the inside, we're going to put the TRD Pro style leather. We're going to just completely transform that particular truck. Now, breaking away from Tacoma for a minute, those of you who have other vehicles like the Camry or the Tundra, we can help you guys out as well. The Nissan Altima and the Rogue and the Murano, different vehicles like that. If you want to add Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, we carry those parts, plug and play parts at Infotainment.com. The one more thing I wanted to throw in just real quick, Mazda. We haven't really dealt with Mazda for a very long time, but we've had great success. you can actually add Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to a lot of Mazdas with just a software update and a replacement media hub. Believe it or not, we have a video that we shot about a year ago, and we've had great success with that. So, guys, I can't stress enough how grateful we are for those of you who have given us your business already. You know, we're a small business. We're not a giant company. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in today. Remember, we do have a lot of really, really good Black Friday sales coming up. So here we are on Tuesday. In just a few days, we'll kick off a lot of great savings for our Black Friday. That will lead into Cyber Monday as well. So we will have people standing by to take your calls, to answer any question you may have. If you want to call and just suggest something that you want for your vehicle, we do have product interest lists that our sales team can fill out too, which goes straight to our research and development team. So again, guys, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to check us out at Infotainment.com.